Hello, my name is Christian Domres. I work as product manager for Peak Solution. Today, I will talk with you about how TMS, our Test Management Suite, is helping you to increase your test resource utilization. First of all, why do we want to optimize the utilization of test resources? Since a few years, the expenditures for testing of cars and car components are on the rise because policymakers publish new standards for safety and liability, as well as limits on environmental impacts are getting tighter and tighter. All those standards and limits need to be validated, not only in one market, but for each market. The ongoing technical progress, in example in autonomous driving, leads to more and more new components in cars which require testing, sometimes requiring the purchase of new testing equipment. The short development cycles for car models require to shorten the test and validation periods, therefore pushing huge amounts of tests in just a short time. As the amount of built-in components in cars increase, the amount of necessary integration tests is rising either. All those factors mentioned lead to a permanently increasing amount of investment into testing technology and testing operation. As the test resources are extremely costly to be purchased and operated, there's a huge potential of saving costs if it is possible to increase the utilization of those resources. To be able to increase the utilization of test resources, let's have a look at measures and factors which can impact utilization and how we can help to optimize those. One major measure for increasing test resource utilization is the in-advance planning. If tests are well planned and prepared, if all resources are available at the testing time and technicians don't have to search for either resources or test parameters, when starting a test, unnecessary downtime is avoided. Let's have a look how TMS will help us with that. TMS offers test planners diverse calendar views which help to see the current planning and tests and offers a convenient drag and drop planning. Here planners can create plans for the usage of test resources. This can include resources like test benches, sensors, crash dummies, engines, data acquisition systems, fixtures, vehicles, microphones, mobile equipment, chambers, or just any other type. Because a particular feature of TMS is that you can create your own test resource types which allow you to plan any current and future test resources you will ever have. Let's now have a look at some special advantages TMS offers a test department for planning their test resources. First of all, there is a multi-dimensional planning possible. All different planning views, in example, the views on test benches, operators, or the planning of samples, are semantically connected and synchronized with each other, meaning that changes on a test in one of the plans will automatically update the plan of all the other planners. We also have an active conflict warning. Sometimes conflicts in the resource planning can occur. An example, two different tests are planned with the same additional equipment. TMS helps to visualize those conflicts. In combination with the multidimensional planning, it ensures that all stakeholders can immediately see and resolve a conflict. There are availability and ability checks. When we search for suitable equipment, TMS helps to find test equipment which is available at the planned time of testing. Additionally, it helps to filter for test resources which fit our special test requirements. An example would be to only provide test benches which provide a peak performance of more than 115 kilowatt for our performance test. We also have resource commissioning. TMS helps the resource planner to identify tests and activities which still are in need of resources. Using the availability and ability checks, the suitable resources can be assigned. Additionally to the planning of test resources, TMS also allows to plan test activities based on their organizational hierarchy. In example, project planning. Test departments can define project with project goals and maintain all necessary activities, including the tests. Therefore, TMS offers a specific planning component to plan projects. The project plans are easy to maintain via drag and drop. TMS also helps us to do test series planning. Test series include an overall description and parameters which all tests in the series share. Same as test activities, also test activity series can be easily planned via drag and drop. TMS also offers task planning, supporting tasks such as sample building, test bench preparation, test inspection, and further can be defined and scheduled inside a test with longer running time. The different organizational levels, project, test series, tests and tasks allow the planning from a very general level, the project level, down to a deep execution level. TMS also helps you with maintaining your deadlines. It helps the planner to define deadlines for project and test activities which are controlled in the daily planning process. Therefore, planner avoid to miss deadlines for test or projects when rescheduling their tests. Besides the early planning of all activities, it is very important that participants which are in charge of tasks have all information available to execute them. This leads us to the information exchange in the testing process. Missing or unclear information when starting a task leads to time-consuming communication and research and therefore also has an effect on test efficiency and test resource utilization. Therefore, it needs to be made sure that once stakeholders start to work on their specific tasks, all relevant information are available. Let's have a look how TMS helps with that. Predefinable test templates ensure that all relevant information for all stages in the testing process can be described and are entered at the right place. It provides a huge number of different information types, in example full text, multi-select, date, status, value list, file attachments, and many more. Additionally, TMS offers a status engine where each test process with its specific status can be modeled. The transition between different status, an example from planned to in preparation, are ideal points in which information can be checked, revised, and eventually approved or rejected. The TMS permission model underneath ensures that only authorized users are able to forward tests through the testing process. A perfect add-up for this is the included customizable mail notification component. Here, for different events in the testing process, participating stakeholders can be informed automatically. The emails may include any information which are stored to the test in TMS. Therefore, TMS helps to ensure that test participants are reminded to take action when necessary. File attachments help to add, in example, drawings or pictures to a test request, checklists to the test preparation, or attaching the final test report at the end. Together with filled information into the template, this makes TMS your information hub to all related information of the test. This all is rounded up by quick reports. For all test activities, specific reports can be defined easily in Word or Excel and can contain either all test relevant information, including pictures, or just a subset of relevant information for a specific task. An example, sometimes we still have test tasks which are executed in a test lab without any network access. Here this is very helpful. Let's now have a look at the next factor, the influence of last-minute changes into the test planning. From our project experiences, we find that while testing departments have a high interest in planning tests far in advance, their customers prefer to be very flexible with their testing orders. Both have their reason. In advance planning helps the test department to reach a higher efficiency and utilization rate, and reduces the error rate as well. On the other side, the business side does not always allow to request tests several weeks in advance. Therefore, a test planning process is required to be able to integrate ongoing and late changes with as little efforts as possible and with avoiding the creation of problems in already planned tests. Let's have a look how the use of TMS helps to fulfill those requirements. TMS shows the test planning in calendar views. This makes it easy to identify possible slots for urgent last-minute tests or to find tests which can be postponed to make space for a new priority test. Via drag and drop, new slots can be created and then test planning be updated. The impact of changes is visible immediately. If conflicts arise, they are immediately shown to the planner. Finally, if a new slot for a test is not that obvious, the resource slot wizard can help to find slots for a test which needs certain resources. This all helps the test planner to integrate changes and late test requests into the planning as fast and trouble-free as possible. Another factor for the utilization is the measurement and tracking of key performance indicators, KPIs. Only if the utilization is regularly traced and analyzed, it can be increased on an ongoing basis. Some actions for improvement might have more impacts than others. The effect of those diverse actions to increase efficiency or utilization will become only visible if KPIs are regularly calculated, published, and analyzed. Let's have a look together on how to do that with TMS. TMS offers the planner the historical, present, and planned utilization for all relevant test resources of the testing department at any time directly in the application based on the TMS standard algorithm. For calculating more specific KPIs, which very much depend on the model testing process, we will create specific data views for you, which tailor-made address your analysis needs. Those specific Data views we create for you then can be directly processed by the business analysis tool of your choice, of your company, such as Microsoft Excel, Power BI, Tableau, and many, many others. Finally, let's summarize how TMS helps you to improve test resource utilization at the end. The diverse planning views and assistants help you to plan all your test resources in advance. Optimize and share the planning with all stakeholders in the test process. This allows an early preparation of all resources and avoid offline time. Test templates, status engines, notification mechanism, and ad hoc reports make sure that all necessary information for the testing are available at the right time, such as description, testing parameters, pictures, drawing checklists, and any other information which might be relevant during the process. TMS helps you to quickly change your test planning and incorporate late test requests via drag and drop. It shows eventually arising conflicts and helps to solve them. To track and gradually improve your test resource utilization, TMS will provide you with the necessary KPIs which you need. So far I'm done with this topic. Thank you very much for watching, and this video and more videos are available on our website at www.peaksolution.com. Thank you very much, and hear you next time.